Hi everybody. So this is FishFindr, developed in the Oracle Education Foundation class Neural Networks, where we were not only challenged to learn about the technology behind these networks, but we were also challenged to use them to solve a real-world problem. So let's get right into it.
Did you know that according to a recently published study in the journal Science, almost a quarter of all freshwater fish species are endangered due to human activity? Our lack of ability to properly value the natural world around us leads to the destruction of resources whose importance we'll notice once they're gone, which is why we're here today. Hi, I'm Asher, a junior at Design Tech High School, and I love seafood. Before moving to America, foods like sushi or poke were foreign to me, but slowly I've developed a deep appreciation for the diverse flavors and textures seafood has to offer. Also, fair warning, there may be some fishy jokes, especially from this guy, so get ready.
Hi, I'm Jalen, a sophomore at Design Tech, and I also love seafood. Ever since I was a toddler, I have been fascinated by marine life. My dad would take me to fish markets just so I could stare at the fish. And when I grew up, the Monterey Bay Aquarium was like a second home to me. When I was presented with the opportunity to interview someone from the Marine Mammal Center, I knew I couldn't miss out. I learned that marine life has decreased by a whopping 40% over the last 40 years. Our goal is not only to slow the increase of this percentage, but also to keep seafood on the table for years to come. So, without further ado, let's officially get this fantastic presentation started. Now real quick, first of all, can we just get a quick show of hands in this room? Who here eats seafood on a regular basis? Okay. Now, out of all of these people here, I want you to keep your hands up and drop your hands if you haven't actually thought about where that seafood comes from. Wow, that's a lot of you that just dropped your hands. A little bit concerning, but we are going to explore how we can make choices that help protect our oceans and marine life in the future throughout this project.
We've never envisioned ourselves having a career involving marine wildlife, but our love for sushi has brought us here to this project, and more specifically to this stage. We dove straight into the thick of it, and I've loved working on this project with each other and the Oracle Education Foundation, and now we're here to share with you. So here's our solution. Introducing
FishFindr, the all-in-one seafood identification and sustainable recommendation system.
So let's get into the functionality of it. First of all, users can upload an image or input the name of a sea creature, or for example here a giraffe, and then our neural network will identify the species. Here it says giraffe, and then our neural network will also give a sustainability score. But we think the coolest part is how neural network will actually give you smart, sustainable recommendations based on taste.
Next, we're going to talk about the results of our model. Most importantly, users get to enjoy their seafood guilt-free while still contributing to environmental sustainability. Consumers are also subconsciously supporting environmental preservation by selecting sustainable seafood options. Over time, this will become a habit, and they will just select these options naturally.
And don't worry, there will be a demo soon, but not quite yet.
FishFindr began its journey right in this very building during an Oracle Education Foundation class on neural networks. To keep it brief, a neural network learns patterns from data, like teaching a computer to recognize giraffes in pictures. An image classifier, like Google Lens, uses neural networks to identify images. Meanwhile, a collaborative filter, like Netflix's algorithm, selects content based on user preferences, such as recommending movies based on what you and your friends have recently watched. FishFindr happens to use both an image classifier and a collaborative filter recommendation system. Now anyways, FishFindr actually started post-interview with a representative from the Marine Mammal Center who said, quote unquote, "People are willing to change. It is easy and costs nothing more to them," which really stuck with us. Additionally, FishFindr was actually made possible by the Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch program, who generously provided us their data sets. Now this is great and all, but you may be asking yourself, aren't there already people working on the solution to this problem on a greater scale? And to put it simply, yes. But however, the key difference is, we are focusing on the consumer side, while others with the necessary resources are tackling this problem in other ways, such as
Pristine Seas, a National Geographic-backed project that combines research, exploration, media, economics, and policy, as well as work with local communities, indigenous peoples, and governments to protect vital places in the ocean. It was founded by
Enrique Sala, a former university professor who envisioned himself chronicling the demise of oceanic ecosystems, realized that he needed to make a difference. He compared the situation to a doctor telling a patient, in excruciating detail, how they were going to die, yet still unable to provide a cure. He refused to accept this bleak future, So he pivoted from his field in 2008 and created a bold plan to protect a whopping 30% of the Earth's surface. 30% of the ocean floor by 2030. This initiative, known as 30 by 30, aims to safeguard a minimum of 30% of the world's oceans, lands, and freshwater sources by 2030, making it the most extensive conservation effort ever undertaken.
Fortunately, this initiative has proven successful so far. So since 2008, Pristine Seas has carried out 43 expeditions to over 30 places, 27 of which have since been protected, covering a total area of whopping more than 6.6 million square kilometers. We've taken much inspiration from Pristine Seas and appreciate everything they've done so far and will continue to do. And one more thing, I think it's time for the demo now, so here it is.
Hi everyone, we hope you've enjoyed our presentation so far. Now, we're going to give a demonstration on the image classifier aspect of our FishFindr app. There are 3 ways that you can upload images into FishFindr. First of all, you can drag and drop images from the web. You can also use your smartphone's camera to directly take a picture of a fish and load it straight into the FishFindr app. And finally, you can download an image off the web and upload it into FishFindr. Now, we're going to be showing you how FishFindr actually works. So, as you can see, I'm going to the web and searching up for fish, let's say sablefish. Let's give it a minute to load. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick, let's see, that image right there. And as you can see now, I'm dragging it over to FishFindr and I'm dropping it right there. And then 3, 2, 1. Boom. There we go. See that? It is 100% sure that this is sablefish. Therefore, our model has successfully identified sablefish. We hope you enjoyed that demonstration.
Like I just mentioned, we hope you enjoyed that demonstration, but I mean, as you can tell, there's always more work to do. Now, this was just a piece of the prototype that identifies the seafood, but it's still missing the recommendation system, which would actually give the user fish recommendations based on their personal taste profiles. The next steps for FishFindr would include training more species in the neural network, as well as actually increasing the amount of training for each species due to a couple instances where the model identified incorrectly. We would also like to build our own personalized app or website to house FishFindr, although that's more so in the far future. And if we're talking far, far future here, a bucket list item for us would be working with fish markets, stores, and fishing companies around the world to include QR codes on seafood packages. That way people know exactly what they're buying, exactly what's in it, and exactly where that fish came from.
We may have never dreamed about being marine biologists or conservationists, and still don't particularly, but Jalen and I still want to cherish marine life and do the most we can to keep seafood on the menu for a long time to come, and so can you. Moral of the story is, you don't have to devote your life to help out. Everyone has a role to play to work towards the betterment of, to work towards the preservation of marine life, so long as you choose to at least be more aware of where your next sushi roll or seared salmon dinner comes from.
Thank you.
Thank you.